Bitcoin broke below super important support, and on today's video I will be exactly discuss the most important support currently trading below us. I will talk about my price targets, I will talk about the liquidation heat map, and many more important charts that are going to tell us something about where Bitcoin is heading towards next. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button back above 800 likes on today's update video. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term of the Bitcoin price action. For over 10 days in a row, I've been saying that if Bitcoin were to be coming towards 39.7k, it would be a gift. And right now, Bitcoin once again has seen a significant correction towards the downside, and I'm still gonna say the same. I currently still think that 40.6k is going to be the first big support below us, but as soon as we do break that level, I think 39.7 to 39.4k is going to be my target as support, and I personally really think we could be bouncing from off that level. So what I will be saying here is that I still have my orders set up around this level, and if Bitcoin were to be retesting that region right there again, I will be most certainly add a significant amount of money towards my current ongoing Bitcoin trade I already have open. So this is my big support target I'm currently aiming for, and honestly, if I'm looking at Bitcoin, we currently have been seeing a breakdown of the symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin. After we've seen this level supported Bitcoin for more than 6 times in a row, we right now broke below it, and after breaking below it, we saw that this previous support target flipped into resistance, like I exactly talked to everyone out there what we want to be seeing, and at that point Bitcoin saw a gigantic rejection towards the downside. So we had the breakdown and retest of the previous support level, flipping into resistance, and right now it is breaking lower. And honestly, the levels where I should be looking at right now here is, of course, first of all, the current 4-hour support that we're hanging on. I mean, so far we're still holding on towards this level, but just like I said, I think if we break this level right here, the next support target for Bitcoin is going to be 39.7k, what is going to be a super interested range for me to be accumulating more Bitcoin long trades. Looking at the liquidation heat map, currently the majority of the liquidations are actually laying below us, and it's laying somewhere around that 40.5k region. The approximately $800 million in Bitcoin longs are going to get liquidated if Bitcoin comes down towards that 40.5k level. So yeah, gonna keep my eyes wide open towards it, and honestly, since we're right now so close towards it, I won't be surprised that Bitcoin is actually going to be touching that level. I mean, if I approach Bitcoin a little bit differently, we are potentially creating somewhat of a descending triangle. And to be very clear, such kind of a pattern is actually a very bearish pattern, because a descending triangle is a typical bearish bias reversal pattern. And I mean, you can see that Bitcoin created this pattern in the bear market of 2019, 2018. But honestly, this pattern right here is a very bearish pattern. And honestly, if Bitcoin is really going to be breaking below this level, I won't be surprised that Bitcoin is actually going to see a significant move towards the downside. And of course, I think the first support is going to be this level right here, 39.7k. Then we could see a small little bounce from it. And once we see that initial bounce here, I'm going to put my stop loss straight away towards profit. So that is very important to understand what I will be doing with this trade. Once I get this entry in here, I will almost immediately move my stop loss to profit, because yes, we want to be minimizing the risk and maximizing the profit. And yesterday I also discussed the fact that we had another meme coin absolutely explode, and that is, historically speaking, is usually not meaning something really good for Bitcoin, because usually the point where meme coins are exploding is the point where the market is going to be topping out, because that's literally what we've seen with Pepe, we've seen that with Shiba, and we've seen it with Doge. And right now again, we had Bonk here on that initial move towards the downside for Bitcoin exploding. So this is actually quite a bad thing here, and usually it doesn't really take that long before we have a massive correction in the market, just like we had with Pepe, just like we had with Shiba, and just like we had with Dogecoin. So this is something to be paying attention towards. But honestly, my price expectation right now for Bitcoin is not necessarily a massive dump right now here. And I've drawn this price expectation literally at the top. Well, Bitcoin was sitting at the top and people were saying, no, we're going to go even more exponential. I said, no, I personally think we're going to see some consolidation right now for Bitcoin. And once we're going to be entering that Bitcoin spot ETF approval window, we're going to see another slight pump towards the upside. So that is why I currently want to be actually looking for these long positions on Bitcoin, because I really think we are going to see another move towards the upside once we're going to be entering the Bitcoin spot ETF approval window, what is literally only 16 days out from now on. So that is why I expect that this is the point where I want to be accumulating more Bitcoin, and I really think that 39.7k is going to be the lower side of the region. So that is why I am definitely interested on accumulating my positions around that level right there. So if you want to be trading yourself, don't forget to go to BYBIT in the link description of today's video, because you could currently claim a deposit bonus up to $40,000, and without this link it's only 400, and on top of that you could claim a free $1,000 trade. And all you need to do here is go to the link description of today's video, sign up using that link below, complete KYC level 1, deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you will be able to claim that free $1,000 position on BYBIT. You can claim it on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or on Pepe. And if you can't trade on BYBIT whatsoever, check out VMAX, because VMAX also allows you to trade without KYC. It's very similar towards BYBIT, but you just don't need to do KYC, so that's also super nice. So check it out in the link description of today's video. I also absolutely love this exchange. And this chart that I'm currently going to show you guys, I've shown this so many times before on the channel as well, and that is purely that because of the history, because last time around Bitcoin got rejected so significantly on the top side and supported so significantly on the lower side. I really think it's going to be playing out again here. I think this is the support target, the levels where you want to be buying. This is the distribution range here, and honestly if we break above it, that is going to be the point we're going to be probably go absolutely exponential, and the lower side as well. If we break below the accumulation range, then probably we're going to go lower, but this is the region that I'm currently keeping my eyes wide open on. If it's in the green, it's at least for me definitely a buy. So yeah guys, once again we broke down of the symmetrical triangle. These patterns are super nice to be trading in the bull run, so make sure to keep your eyes wide open on the channel, because we're trying to discuss all these important channels. And yeah, it will be highly appreciated if you can slap up that subscriber button right now here, since my goal is of course to one day hit that 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Then as well, if we're looking at the super trend on the 4-day time frame, we can see that basically in the entire bear market we have seen the super trend be bearish, and after the bear market bottom was in, the super trend actually turned bullish. And I will be once again tell you guys, once this indicator is going to be flipping bearish yet again, I will be notifying everyone out there. Even though I do know from the last bear market it was actually a bad point that it notified you it was going bearish, but in the bigger trends usually it is really helping us to determine whether Bitcoin is in an upward trend or in a downward trend here. So this is a thing I want to be pointing out. This is a thing I want to be sharing with everyone out there on the channel. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date about the super trend indicator and about where we're heading towards next year. So this is definitely looking very interesting. Then as well, I have discussed this level numerous times before as well. I think that people are right now in the wrong stage of mind here, because some people are thinking we're already entering a bear market. I personally think that we're in a mid-cycle run-up. This is the point where we're going to be having the run-up pre-halving, and we're just probably, in my opinion, just see that slight correction, then the halving comes, and then we're going to see that exponential move towards the upside and create maybe a massive cup and handle on the bigger perspective, right? So I don't think we should be bearish on the long term. I don't think we necessarily should be super bearish on the short term, but I think we should not necessarily expect that the Bitcoin bull market has already started. I mean, some people are saying, yes, it already has started, but it's better to say, no, we're just in that reaccumulation phase still here. And honestly, for me, the bull market really starts if Bitcoin breaks its all-time high. And honestly, I am super prepared for the next bull run. I mean, I would love to have more time to accumulate even more crypto, but I'm already prepared for the next bull run. But I don't want to be fooling my followers out there, because if we're looking about where the stage of the cycle we're currently in, it doesn't really make sense to right now say we're in a bull run, even though there are a lot of signals that are currently indicating us right now, oh yeah, this is also what happened last time around in the pre-bull market stage here. Maybe we're right now going to get that correction towards the downside, and then that move towards the upside, just like we had right here. So correction down, then the move up. Maybe something similar is going to be happening for Bitcoin. That will be absolutely amazing, of course. But honestly, I really think that Bitcoin is just moving like expected. And one thing I want to be discussing here before ending the video, and that is of course the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin pair. I mean, so many people are saying, yeah, it's altcoin season whatsoever. I believe that, yes, we could have a slight altcoin season right here, but you have to understand that the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, in my opinion, looks actually very bearish. Why am I saying so? Is because literally we're right now in an exponential exponential movement towards the downside. And this is on the weekly time frame. So you have to really understand this could take some time before playing out here. But yeah, if you look at this, I mean, you could even invert it. And I did this several times before. And you can see that this is an exponential rally towards the upside, right? And due to this being towards the downside and right now hanging on live support, if Ethereum breaks the support target right here, it could potentially drop very significantly against Bitcoin, and that would be devastating for altcoins. So I am not 100% sure that altcoin season is here yet, and honestly, I think that Ethereum is looking quite weak here against Bitcoin. So hopefully we're not going to be breaking below the support, because if we do, we could lose a significant amount of value from Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. And I am personally also a big investor into Ethereum, and I wouldn't love to see this, but I do want to be sharing this fact that it is looking weak on the charts, but maybe it's going to be bouncing back from off this level. Maybe the downtrend is going to be ending at this exact point. Maybe we are right now creating that bottom structure. But yeah, I do want to be pointing this out, that we are right now looking quite bearish for the Ethereum price action. So this was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends if you did learn something from it. And with that being said, see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.